So Bleek, keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Cause I felt the little tension or whatever. And I know I kind of was speeding. When I sit back, I'm older now, and I look back and think about it. I said, Dame told me something, and maybe he didn't want me to speak about it yet. But what was the vibe when he said, yo, and I announced it, Cho, I think I'm gonna make Cam the president of Roc-A-Fella.
That's where the hate came.
That's where it went
like,
left.
That's why I was like, what? What the fuck? What just happened? Like I fuck with homie, he doing his thing, but the president of Roc-A-Fella? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that was it right there, bro.
That's where the whole shit kind of went left from y'all side point of view. Because you know I'm older now, and I sit back and think about it. Because at the time, I'm thinking like, see, for me, my point of view is this. Like, I was at Epic. First I was with them, and then they whatever happened with them at Epic, and I had to go to Epic. And the situation wasn't right. And to be totally honest with you, me and Dane wasn't speaking. So I had to humble myself and ask him, because Roc-A-Fella's up. This my nigga. It's super duper up. And we did a bunch of other shit. For me not to be speaking to ask for help, I'd be bugging. So I went to him and I was like, yo, I really need help. I need to get off this label and I need to go somewhere else. It don't even have to be Roc-A-Fella. You could take me anywhere. And he was like, I'll help you. We squashed it. He's like, I'll help you out. And Dame had other distribution. I remember one of them being Elektra. And I was like, maybe we should, and this word, everything I love, I was like, maybe we should go to Elektra because you're already situated with everybody over there at Def Jam with Roc-A-Fella. And I don't want to interrupt that. He like, nah, Cam, I got it in Smash. It's better over there because the system, Def Jam's downstairs, we upstairs, whatever floor they was on or whatever. So I'm like, cool or whatever. So I came in there, when I came to Roc-A-Fella, I came there with like, I got jerked already. This is my last chance. Dame told me some real shit. He said, and that shit scared me. He said, look, you got one more chance at this. If it don't work, we got a job for you up here. And I was like, it was real, but it was scary at the same time. Like, yo, I don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there, right. So I'm not saying I don't want to work. I didn't want to be a employee for artists, I would say. So when I got there, I was just saying it's not just Roc-A-Fella. I'm gonna go downstairs and mess with Leor or Kevin Lyles and so on and so forth. And I believe, and my perspective was that I learned the business getting jerked. If I didn't get jerked, then I wouldn't know. So when Dame see me start mingling with Kevin Lyles and Julie Greenwald and everybody, like, yo, you really know what you're doing? I'm like, yeah, my life on the line. You told me you're gonna give me a fucking job. I gotta make this fucking work. So
that's one thing I respected of you, my G. Like, you took over the system. I don't know if it's from what happened at Epic.
It is.
You came to the situation, and instead of just letting the situation happen for you, you controlled it. And I respect that for you because, like you said, you went and mingled with the Julie Greenwalds, the Leos, the Cavs. I know them, but I definitely don't have the relationship you have with them. Why? Because I just chilled. I just thought it was all about studio.
Right.
Where you was making business. So I respected that for life, bro, for sure.
Yeah, because I had to. Like I said, I know I'm downplaying it, but nigga, my heart started beating when the nigga said I got to get a job. I'm like, I need to go to Bobby Dash, you cool, but where Kaiser at? I heard some nigga named Kaiser the nigga. Let me find where Kaiser's at. Let me find where the system is so I can use both systems. And it's kind of dope because, and not saying y'all guys didn't know the business, but y'all had niggas who loved y'all and was going to take care. Niggas ain't love me at Epic. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't going to make sure I was good. I didn't learn the business. I didn't care about learning the business at first because I'm like, I got a record deal. Like I seen you in another interview explaining how hard it was to get a record deal. So getting a record deal was like not easy to get a record deal. I didn't even care as long as I moved to Jersey and I had a new car. That's all I cared about.
That's a fact. That's all every rapper cared about when we first got on, bro.
Right.
That new car and moving out the hood.
Exactly.
He was good.
Right. And then when them bills pile up, I got a gold record and no money. I'm like, yo,
right.
what's going on? So that was kind of my attitude. But yeah, I always thought about it when I'm older now, looking back on it. Because I remember one day, it was funny. I remember coming in the studio. It was you, Beans, and Jay. And that's Jay found out about this president shit when he's on vacation.
Yep.
So when he came back, I guess he was mad, but I didn't know about it at the time. So I walked in the studio one day in Baseline. It was you, Jay, and Beans. And when I walked in, niggas stopped talking. I was like, what's up, y'all? Everything good? Niggas was looking at me like this. I was like, how's going on? And so I was chilling. Yeah, so I was chilling.
It was definitely divide and conquer at that time.
Yeah, no, I dig it. But so then I'm sitting there and now y'all aren't talking. So Beans came to me and said, yo, let me talk to you outside. And so Beans was like, yo, don't ever disrespect me on TV again. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, you told niggas I don't know the business, this, that. I said, look, homie, I just was repeating what Dame told me. He said he gonna bring you along later when you learn the business. And that's what I was told, so that's what I was saying. He's like, yeah, but it came off disrespectful. And I said, look, if you feel away, I didn't want you to feel away. I was just being told what was told to me. I was happy to be out of a fucked up situation on a good label, good singles, etc. So I may have been rushing and speeding, but I was just excited. And so when he said that, I said, oh, something going on. Something ain't right. Yo, something ain't right. I took my shit and I left out of there and I said, let me start figuring this shit out because something is not right, man.